Hey guys, welcome to Awaken to Now. My name is Brian and I hope you're having a nice day. He, she, who suffers most, who suffers before it is necessary. He suffers most, who suffers before it is necessary. She suffers most, who suffers before it is even necessary, before anything has even occurred. Rehearsing tragedy kind of thing. How will I handle it? Well, that's kind of an expenditure of the only way any preparation that would be done that would have any lasting effect, peaceful effect. Not to say there would not be turbulence and grief and all these things, but it would be experienced within the realms of reality, within the realms of the presence. The only preparation that's worth a salt whatsoever is the preparation that is not anxious about how it will handle something in the future, because it's so present at the moment. Any plans that we make for the future, that even sounds strange. How can you make plans for something that when you get there, you'll be there? The future comes to us, everyone, no matter who we are or where we live. It's 60 seconds, a minute, 1 second at a time, 1 nanosecond. If you want to get down to it, ultimately that just becomes the flow. There is no time. Chronological, sure. Measure scientifically, it's invented to kind of, it's a good measurement tool. Cook the microwave dish, whatever, for this amount of seconds, whatever, and so that's good. Erase those kinds of things. But of course, you eat the meal. You're not going to eat the race, but any kind of maybe we would, but it's not being stuck. It's like going into a deeper time, an eternal now, the flow. You can't escape from this moment. And even to think about, to say I'm worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, when are you doing the worrying? Whatever that means, worrying. What does it mean? Does it mean if I'm worrying? I mean, this insanity, and there's no need to push yourself down. I'm not going to put myself down for doing it. I'm just not sure what I'm doing. It's just a little mad idea running around. It's nothing to take seriously whatsoever. You become desperate. You think about that when you become desperate. Oh God, I've got it. There's no need for the desperation there. Which kind of segues into the whole idea of waiting. It seems to me that it's kind of common sense, really, that a far better employment of the creative faculties, whatever you were going to call that, would be have a sense of wonderment. This is interesting. And much like a scientist or somebody that would just study, doesn't matter what role you play, just observing the redbirds out here on the telephone line this morning. Observing them to be observing redbirds, not what's it up to. Is it trying to flirt? Without kind of labeling, giving a narrative language to every moment, which would not be to even see anything whatsoever. This is the whole labeling thing. But once the labels kind of fall off, we begin to see the inseparability, see things in wholes, not as splinter cells. That person, what they think about me. Well, they're not really thinking about it. They could be. And if everyone's thinking about somebody else all at once, the world, then everyone's unconscious, and that would appear that there has to be some kind of collective consciousness for us to be carried on. It's a good thing that we all don't go out lights out at once, I guess. But maybe that's part of it. Kind of we're giving and taking, without resentment, without constriction, rigidity, kind of a scarcity model. But anyway, that's just food for thought. He or she suffers most who suffers before it is necessary. And what is it? It becomes, even after something has happened, if you recall back and you think, oh, that was a painful thing that happened. I don't ever want that to happen again. But even that's kind of driftwood. It's not going anywhere. And of course you could say, I intellectually consented that. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I can't stop it. I can't help it. Well, that's a good... Perhaps you can't. Well, just be still and just see what you think. Well, I don't want to. If I become still, how about this? Go into what you just think the word silence, and you can even just kind of rest in that word silence. Well, I don't want to see what my thoughts bring up. Okay. But even in that silence, just going into the word silence, and oftentimes the thoughts will emerge, and you can begin to observe the thought and say, "That's not me. That doesn't work. No, that's not it. I know it's illogical. It's not. I know, within 24-hour period, it's happened before. This too shall pass. This is just another mad idea. So you don't get wrapped around the axle. You're not emotionally a prisoner to the emotions. Don't hold you a prisoner." Because the thought is no longer so closely merged and married with the emotion that it's just become one big tidal wave, whatever. We would not even be listening to this if that was the case. To the extent you could even understand a modicum of what I'm speaking, obviously you're present. So don't beat yourself up. And anyway, have a good day. Take what you can there, but don't hold on to it. Use it. Be aware of it. Internalize what is true, and then what is not. It'll come back. You don't have to worry about remembering, clinging on. Oh, how about remember that? No, you heard it. You heard it. Anyway, so spot it and drop it, and don't get mad at yourself for having emotions or whatever. Oh, I'm failing it. Again, there's no outcome here. Just be in the present moment. That's the outcome. At a certain age, it's not going to happen or whatever. It's there's nothing to wait for. It seems like we have a hard time accepting waiting. A morbid preoccupation with wondering why we have to wait. What a gift. What do you call it? Waiting or just stillness? Of non-resistance, whatever you want to call it, of consenting to infinite love, entering the flow, even at a traffic jam, saying, "I'll get it. It'll go. I'm not going to act like I'm superior to life," as Eckhart Tolle, I think, humorously said, "Not fighting what is." So, have a good day.